A shooting this morning in South Memphis kills a beloved pastor from Frazier. Police say Ricky Floyd died just after 1 a.m. outside Mama's Bar and Kitchen on Kentucky, right at Crump Boulevard. They say Floyd and a woman were seen arguing before she shot him. Tonight, 42-year-old Samantha Marion is charged with voluntary manslaughter. Now, we do not know yet exactly why the trigger was pulled. But what we do know is that Floyd was a passionate advocate for his Frazier community as pastor of Pursuit of God Church. Floyd also started programs and businesses meant to improve the lives of others, especially young people who needed guidance, in his words, to stay on the right path. Fox 13 continues our team coverage here at 6. First, from Pastor Floyd's home church, and he also from some of the businesses that he helped build, both now part of his legacy to improve his community.
You know, he's been a father figure to me, like I said, over 25 years. And so I don't know. It's not words that we really can say. It's just that we got to do it. We got to keep fighting for the legacy of this man who did so much great in our city and for so many people to help us get where we are.
Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? A pastor accused of violating children has been found dead, a victim of an apparent suicide. The Union County Sheriff's Office confirmed on Friday that 79-year-old Wayman Jordan was dead. While the cause and manner of death cannot be revealed, the Sheriff's Office said no foul play was suspected in Jordan's death. Jordan, the founder and pastor of Greater Blessed Hope Baptist Church in Waxhaw, was arrested after a week-long investigation sparked reports of a child sexual assault. During the course of the investigation, detectives interviewed multiple potential witnesses and collected data that pointed to Jordan as the primary suspect in the case. He was taken into custody on Thursday, March 6th, and charged with 4 felony counts of statutory sexual offense with a child. Jordan was granted a $200,000 bond and released from jail. The church's website also noted Jordan worked with the Grier Funeral Home in Monroe. In January 2022, the pastor allegedly engaged in acts with a minor 15 years or younger. I think he did it. Here's why. Violating a child is such a low-down, dirty, uncivilized act that no man would want something like that on his record. A man, especially a man who has lived to be 79 years old, would want to clear his record. He would not want to go out like that. He would not kill himself. If you were innocent, I don't care if you're not 79, whatever your age is, if you were innocent, you would not want to have something like that on your record. I think he killed himself because he could not stand the pressure of being in a courtroom and watching those children point fingers at him one at a time.
All right, man. Y'all heard it. I know y'all got y'all opinions and everybody got what they got to say. But let me give you my conjecture, which I believe is far superior than what you may get from someone else. Um, Please forgive me. I'm on these cough drops. I've been sick for the last couple of weeks, man. I thought it was COVID. It wasn't. But I'm here nonetheless. So let me begin by saying I want to give my condolences to everybody that's involved in the shooting on both sides. You know, both parties are going to lose something. Um, to be honest with you, man, in the state of Tennessee, if you watch the other video showing the what happened, they describe it in the way they described it. If it's the way that they described it, I think I don't see too much happening to the woman, man. To be honest with you, and if anything, it may have been a case of self defense or whatever. Because if you in a car and you drive off, but you double back, I don't. Whew, that's gonna be hard to get out of, man. I understand the man's loved, I get it, but I don't see it happening. But either way, Let me just give my condolences to both sides, man. A life was lost. The brother was a pillar in his community. Both the brothers were. But I want y'all to be able to have a keen eye and see through everything. So I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you a way to look at it. And I'm going to give you some understanding that's uncommon. That way, when these things start happening, you'll be able to not be as mesmerized and caught up. There's a statement, I don't know who said it, but you can be good at being a preacher, but bad at being a man. And that's not the statement how I heard it, but bottom line is when I heard it, someone was referring to somebody's profession. Whether I think maybe I don't know the profession was the guy was a lawyer or whatever, but bottom line is you could be one of the best lawyers, but not necessarily a good husband. So you can be a good preacher, but not necessarily a good man. And the mentioning of everything that he provided for his community, everything that he done, I'm pretty sure both the pastors, if they're pastors in a leadership position, it would be my understanding that they have had to have done something for a lot of people. But there are some serious underlying insecurities going on to where even though this person may have been a pastor and this person may have been a pillar in their community, they lack game. Now, let me give you some information that'll help you, brothers, and help you save your lives. First things first, man. And I don't want to get on some spiritual or religious rant and scare you off, but I will give you my honest opinion and what it is that I think that's going on. Now, I'm not going to go as far as saying we're living in the last days, although we might be. But what I will say is that when it comes to being a black man now, if you are alive as a black man today, you need to be doing whatever it is that you need to do to be who it is that you were sent here or uh, raised here to be. You need to be who the Most High calls you to be and quit playing. Okay? You cannot be no 50-something-year-old or 60-something-year-old man professing to be a man of God and at a bar at 1 a.m. I'm not sure if he was drinking alcohol, but I'm thinking more than likely he was. That's already a problem right there in itself. The other thing is this. If you're going to be a bad husband, or if you're just going to be what they say them high value guys, I don't believe in that term, especially when it comes to monetary equivalents. But if you're going to be this man that exercises your options to see other women, you need to make damn sure that woman's in check and know and that she's not argumentative in public spaces, because that could cost you your life and your freedom. So not having no control would be the next thing. And you can run them together. Not having no control could have you in a bar at 1 a.m. and then acting how you acted. They mentioned something about him grabbing a phone and throwing it. So whether she was caught doing something or whatever, there was some extreme jealousy going on. I don't know that for sure, but you go ahead and watch the news clipping and you do your own analysis. But in the final thing, as a man, if a man revs up and he's female-like and he's yelling and he's doing all these things that are female-like, what you do is you exercise your right to about face. Now, for those that are military, y'all know what I mean when I say about face. You turn around, do a full 360, a 180, and you keep going in the story. All right? So he did that. He did leave finally. After he left, he doubles back. Bad move, man. Bad move, my brother. I'm sorry, but just off that alone, that may be what gets this woman off. And I'm not saying that she shouldn't get off, and I'm not against it. Doubling back is that you're asking for it. Pride comes before the fall. Bad move. Bad move, man. Oh my God, it was a bad move. You were in the car. God gave you a chance. The Most High gave you a chance to act within stupidity. Do what it was that you were doing, even though you're in violation. Do what you were doing, and he gave you the opportunity to just leave it alone and keep going. But something in you was, I think, is power. I think it's pride. You had to drive the car back. Look, you can be good at preaching, but you can be a bad man. You can be bad at being a man. All right. I'm saying all this for men to govern yourself accordingly. If you're gonna be out at 1 a.m. in the bar and you're gonna be with someone other than your wife, you need to make sure that there's an element of control and understanding in that situation. And you need to not fall to your pride and to jealousy and things like that. And if it comes to where that ends and you start to walk away, by all means, walk away, brother. Don't look back. So that's my conjecture on that, man. As far as the other preacher, um, regarding if he did it or not, and one, I got love for my brother Willie D. Uh, I hope you don't trip too big off me stealing this content. I would give him some money, but man, I only got 24 subscribers, so he gonna have to bear with me. But coming from the mental health profession, I have to disagree with the preacher completing, ending his life. I have to disagree with that being evidence of him doing it. Because here's the thing that I don't know. I don't know what type of man he was prior to this. I do believe that a man could be innocent and weak and not be able to stand. In order for him to have proved that he was innocent, he would have to have stayed down, stood on business, and fought, which I think a common man would be able to do, or a man with a reasonable amount of strength. But I don't know if the guy was weak, period. There are some 79-year-old men that have been fighting so long that they have gotten weak, or he may have not been that strong in the first place. I don't know the brother. So I can't say since he went out how he went out that that's evidence of his guilt. I just can't do that. Not in my good conscience and not what I know. Um, I don't know how strong he was as a man, period. There would have to be other examples to where this man has stood on business to where I could say, okay, he normally stands on business in adverse situations. However, in this situation, he didn't stand on business, and that would lead me to believing that he has some sort of guilt. But since I don't know him and I don't know those facts about him, I can't say that since he did what he did, that actually makes him guilty. Being that he may be, I don't know, but I won't say it's because he did what he did that makes him guilty. So I'll leave it there, man. Uh, just remember, you could be good at one thing and bad at another. You could be good at being a professional baseball player, but bad at being a husband. You could be good at being a professional basketball player, but bad as a man in conflict resolution. All right. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm Coach Michael Chandler, man. If y'all value this information, by all means, man, like and share the video. You can subscribe. I'll be here. I don't expect you to agree with everything. and I may change my mind on some things. But ultimately, what I do is provide a place where people can elevate and have a different perspective and a different understanding, and we can love one another. All right. I hope that helps somebody. Get in contact if you need some information. I'm out.